The Haslett Viking Marching Band would like to welcome you to their third halftime show of the 2016-17 school year. This year's drum majors are Isabel Hershey and A.J. McNamara. The creative and artistic drill design is by Ross Brower. The color guard instructor is Jennifer Brooks, and our student teacher is Drew Jones. The directors are Mike Larson and Dave Gott. Drum majors, is your band ready for performance? The field is yours. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've had a hard day, you're in luck, because the Viking Marching Band is going to take you on a tour. A magical mystery tour, that is. So, if you have your passports ready, because we're about to travel back to the 1960s Liverpool, England, as the band opens the Beatles show with a magical mystery tour and Hard Day's Night medley. Written by Paul McCartney and released in 1965, Yesterday is a melancholy ballad about the breakup of a relationship. We now feature trumpet soloist Elise Endress and mellophone soloist Gabe McGuire as we look back when our troubles seem so far away. Written as a tribute to all the lonely people, Eleanor Rigby broke with the standard rock and roll conventions of the time. The Viking Marching Band will now feature the color guard and trumpet soloist Chris Orr. The Viking Marching Band will close the 2016 Beatles show with a 1968 chart topper which was over 7 minutes long. Hey Jules was written by Paul McCartney for John Lennon's son Julian and was retitled Hey Jude. The band will feature soloist David O'Donnell on trombone and Lydia Clarizio on trumpet. This is an audience participation piece. Please join in, don't be afraid. The Viking Marching Band would like to now invite the 8th grade band students to the field to share a couple of tunes in our annual 8th grade invitational. For the past 2 weeks, the high school band members have been traveling over to the middle school to mentor our future Viking Marching Band members. We hope this combined performance will bring some sunshine to you as the band performs. Soak up the sun. Following a day of sunshine, the combined band will close out tonight's show with a Jersey Boys medley of "Oh What a Night" and "Walk Like a Man." Viking Marching Band. The band would like to thank you for being a great audience at tonight's performance. We look forward to our next performance, which is the Grand Ledge Marching Band Invitational on October 5th. The band's next home performance will be on Homecoming, Friday, October 7th. And we will welcome our alumni band members to the field for our annual alumni band performance. Go Vikings!